Welcome back to a new episode of Black Girls Talk. I have a special guest with me today. My homie Sin is in here with me.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
We finna talk about this is one topic I feel like people gonna be like, what? Because I know a lot of black girls don't get into it, but bitches love sports over here.
I mean, women in general should like sports all
Some women
around.
do, but let's be real. Some of us, black females, some of us just be looking just because y'all be looking fine in the uniforms.
And I was gonna say that too. Yeah, y'all look just because of the uniforms, especially in football. I know I heard a few times a few women say something about some football pants or some shit. We can cuss, right?
Yes, bruh.
Okay, cool.
You can tell by the past episodes I didn't cuss up a storm.
Okay, I was just making sure, man, because I be conscious sometimes.
No, this is real friends, real talk.
I got you, because I'm gonna be cussing up a fucking storm. It's over with.
Now, since everybody's literally on lockdown and the quarantine is happening, sports is pretty much on pause. Well, some of the sports I don't think it's really on pause, but the major sports that we like in America is
It's
basketball
on
and football.
pause.
It's for sure basketball and football, especially fucking basketball. Like we was already in the middle of the season, and then
Yeah,
boom.
man. Middle of the season, about to be playoffs. No, it wasn't even the middle of the season. It was after All-Star break. Okay,
We was
teams
at
were
the end.
starting.
We
We
was
was
at
at
the end of
the
the
end. Teams
season.
was starting to, gather their playoff information on what teams. You know what I'm saying? LeBron started to lock in. He was gonna go, blacked out again. Like I could just feel it. And then, damn it, COVID-19 just came out of nowhere like Hurricane Katrina or some shit.
Nah, for real. My thing is, I really do feel sorry. Well, I don't feel sorry. I feel bad for the seniors in the college basketball because March Madness is probably like the
Yeah.
one thing that they all
Mhm.
look forward towards that last year. And then boom, that shit
Mhm.
gets shut down.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they was about to have it with no fans in the arena. Like Quick Alone's Arena, Rocket, whatever, was sending out refunds, or they said either you can get a refund or use these credit tickets to the next March Madness or whatever. And I'm like, bro, y'all might as well go ahead and do it without the players. I mean, not the players, the fans.
Yeah.
But and now with the basketball, they're opening up the workout facilities
Yeah. I seen that.
on the states. That depending on the states, which states is open up and also like that. They're still trying to be cautious with the coaches. They were trying to be safe with the coaches because they know the players are good. They did their testing and stuff like that. But at this rate, I maybe truthfully think the season is over with. Basketball, I feel like NBA is definitely done for this season.
I mean, but it's still little things that they're trying to implement with everything that's going on. Here the few things that they're trying to do, even though you feel as though the season is over with, if the season was to resume, whenever it ends, they was going to basically adjust the NBA season. Like, okay, if they're going to resume the season
If
from
they're gonna resume it, it's gonna literally jump straight into the playoffs. Let's be real.
it should. You
That's what I'm
should
saying.
pick.
If it's gonna come back, it's gonna be like the season. Yeah, our season's done. When Corona hit, that's when the season ended. Now it's playoffs time. If they're gonna pick back up, it's playoffs time.
But the playoffs, the players still have to get in some type of condition. You still got to remember that. So they gonna have to have what's the word? Exhibition games. They still gonna have to have exhibition games. Okay,
I
they
think
got to get warmed up.
I think like LeBron said on the live thing. I don't know if it was like on Instagram live with somebody else or like he tuned in to some special thing where they got everybody doing remote come-ins and stuff like that. I do think he had a valid point where like, they should have the players train for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, get a few games in, and then start to focus back down. Like pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah, get them conditioned and also like that to really focus if they're gonna pick up in the playoffs.
yeah, yeah.
Now, my question is, are they going to do the standings off? Like, if they going to do, the top 8 teams, like, are they going to go off of really where everything is at right now? Or are they going to kind of reconstruct it a little bit?
I haven't from looking at Bleacher Report and other sports websites, they haven't really said anything about if they're going to when they all they said is when if they're resuming playoffs and stuff. But like as far as like team wise, they haven't came up with an idea or plan yet for that. I feel like the only thing I keep seeing and hearing about is where they're trying to hold this stuff at. And if they do resume, should they be a tournament or something like that? Should it
I
be a
did see that.
tournament? how many teams will play in this tournament. You know, should it be broken up in brackets and stuff like that. So I
I
don't
did
know
see
if it's
that.
if they're gonna like, you know, fuck it, let's let the 32 teams, you know, try, but that ain't fair to me. I feel as though break it down in half, 16 teams, whoever was the last 16 best teams in the basketball, I mean, in the NBA before the season got shut down, they should be bracket up into some type of tournament thing, and then that's how they go from there. Like it should be the last. If anything, if they're going to suggest anything, it should be the top 16 teams. Let's be fair. Some of them teams, the Cavs ain't no way in hell. I'm not giving.
I just looked at the Eastern Conference, like, bro, we are dead. Well, we ain't no we, but the Cavs are the last at the bottom. I ain't never seen that ever in my history of life watching the Cavs. I ain't never seen us dead last like that.
Oh man, man,
I did
they
see
been
that
dead
about
last
them. I
when they was
did.
in the '90s. After
Ooh.
LeBron came, we had a fantastic run after LeBron came in '03. When LeBron came, LeBron was our savior, obviously. So that's from the up and up. But we was bad team. You know, we definitely had a bad team. Not around like with the Michael Jordan. I want to say after, like I want to say right around when Michael Jordan probably like retired 90 98 97 98 99, probably heading into 2000. It was a gap where the Cavs went on a downhill slope because that's how we got the number one pick to get LeBron for going on that downhill slope. We did have a down spot. We do got a couple of good players. We have young players, but personally to me, I don't know how and why we have so many point guards. God damn. We have Saxton, we have the what's the Darius, I think his name is. Have a few. We have too many point guards, I think, but I don't know how they're going to do that. But we do have a good young team. I don't know. It's going to take some time to build that team up.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people were saying that the Cavs should really just rebuild off the future, like these new
Yeah.
players that's coming in and just start fresh with them.
My
Um,
oh.
my thing is, if we're gonna jump back into this playoffs, right? This is the Eastern Conference. You got the Bucks at number one, the
Mm-hmm.
Raptors, Celtics, Heat, Pacers, 76ers, Nets, Magic.
Eight. That's eight out of the what? I mean, that's eight out of the East.
The West, you got the Lakers as one, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Thunder, Rockets, Mavericks, Grizzlies.
I'm gonna tell you this: if they do come back into the season into some type of tournament style thing, I know for a fact because it's revenue and numbers, especially if they're trying to go back into playing games without having freaking
Yo,
fans.
yo, yo.
What?
I know you fucking lie. I know you fucking lie.
What?
They literally got the Warriors eliminated from the playoffs.
What? I mean, come on now. The Warriors not a good team. They not a good team.
Without
They're
Stephen?
injured. They're injured.
Without Stephen.
They don't have Steph. They don't have Clay. Draymond is a big baby.
Wham. That nigga get on my nerves. Can we talk about how Paul Pierce is always in his feelings about LeBron?
He is. He's a LeBron hater. He's been a
It's just
LeBron
like,
hater ever since LeBron took over. And I can't remember what year playoff that we finally got over the hump. That LeBron. It was the playoff. I can't remember what year, but it was the playoff run when LeBron finally got over the hump of Detroit. No, it was the Wizards, Detroit, and the fucking Celtics. Okay, I think it was the playoff run that we actually got to the fucking finals with the Spurs. That fucking playoff run, dude, was amazing because he got over his hump. Like they was his blockade. They was his block every time he got into the playoffs, and he got over that. And Paul Pierce been in his feelings ever since then. That's when LeBron took his game to another level. That was stage one. Stage two, even though I still feel some type of way about the decision, he did take his game to another level and his persona when he went to Miami. Phase three, he was becoming more and more into the persona of the king and everything. Like, you know, people was calling him the king and King James and he was dominating the game, but they ain't mean it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had no emphasis into it. But now you have to speak respect on this man's name, regardless if he only had 3 championships as of yet.
I mean, he's doing way more from what I've seen. This guy is really doing a lot more. I mean, because, players they don't really speak like, for real, they're celebrities. a lot of celebrities do not speak on the good things that they do because they're not trying to get caught from us like that. This
Mm-hmm.
man, I feel like this man does more off the court than any other player because the nigga sat there and built the whole school in
Oh
Akron,
yeah. Oh yeah.
and they got one of the best education records going on
Oh
too.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you can't not hate this man. Granted, when it comes to sports and all like that, cool, hate him, whatever, because like he's a dog. Like I feel some type of way about Stephen Curry, but I will definitely put him in one of my top fives because I would take him off
He
the bench. But because he can shoot, that nigga can shoot threes.
he
I'm
got a
down. I'm
clip.
putting
He
Stephen
got a
in.
clip. He got a clip. Top
That
five
man
point
been
guards in the league. He'll have to be one of them. He'll have to be in that
for
conversation.
sure. This nigga been shooting the fucking threes since that came out the womb. Like, come on. Now, you can hate LeBron all you want, but when it comes to like really off the duty, like when it comes to him as a human being, you can't hate him
No,
at all. I
no
don't
hate
see none of
Steph.
y'all favorite players doing any of that stuff. Y'all just host little camps or whatever. Cool. That's nothing. I mean, it's nice to get back to the community to save these kids from doing dumb shit in the streets, but they ain't go that far to sit there and give them education. Okay, do y'all thing with them camps.
You said with them camps. I commend LeBron and everything he do. You know, he with the whole school and then with even with the 2020 graduate thing that he did, that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was something that obviously him and his team came and thought of together. And what other celebrity out here can speak of that? You know what I'm saying? He tried to shine light on the importance of these, kids out here graduating from high school, college, and whatever, degrees that they're, whatever schooling that they was in for whatever degrees. So, man, LeBron on and off the court, he shows his dominance, he shows his flexibility, and he always gonna have haters. I had to boil down and come down to believe that I was just a fan of his from jump. I tried to hate him in Miami, but I couldn't.
I couldn't.
I
I would.
couldn't.
My thing is, I'm not gonna hate a man for it. The way he did leave, it did mean it's like, all right, he just gave up. Like he really wasn't even trying. I can't hate a man for really sitting there trying to put his work in to literally do something. Because I'm not gonna cap my little 2K at the time I had it. I think it was the Jordan edition I had.
Mm-hmm.
I assimilated or whatever. Fast forward the seasons, I seen that man lead the Cavs, go to Miami. Was in Miami for a few years. Left, went to Chicago, then came back to the Cavs. So my prediction, like my game, low-key predicted that for real, because it was like 3 seasons, two
Well,
seasons or whatever afterwards, and he came back to the Cavs. Look what happened.
he was in Miami for 4 seasons.
Either way it goes, the game predicted it that he was coming back to the Cavs one way or another, and look
Oh,
what happened.
I'm so glad he did. I feel as though he came back to the Cavs for a personal reason. Um,
Definitely, it definitely was a personal reason.
because he didn't have to come back here, especially after me as a woman after rereading that email or letter that Dan Gilbert sent out about that man after he left us during the decision. That was disrespectful, and that was some racist. Oh, I'm your master, you my slave, nigga, boys type shit. So I respect LeBron for even coming back to this city and giving his fans of Cleveland. He did this for the fans. He ain't say the Dan Gilbert, this is for you. He said Cleveland, this is for you. Okay. He ain't said shit to that man. He ain't
Cause I feel
said
like I feel like he knew he owed it to the city. Like this is like he's not from Cleveland, but Akron is not that far from Cleveland. But at the
right.
same time, this is birthed his career. I feel like he knew that he owned it because a part of it, for real, and the way he was raised, pretty much Cleveland is his city for real. And I feel like he knew that he owned it because that's the same giving it back to the homage to like Akron as well. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
either way it goes, Cleveland is really the Cavs is really everybody's team for real. Even for speaking from someone that's from Youngstown, Cavs is our team for real too.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna cap. To be honest with you, when you look at all the stuff that's going on with the sports, football is untouchable right now.
Why you
Like
say football?
football is like having the time of their lives. Because and I have not seen no reports of anybody being sick in the NFL. It was like besides that one player, I think.
Yeah, I think it was one player in the NFL that was sick.
Like, bro, for real, you think about it, like, bro, they about to have a season for
There's,
real. Like,
but it's gonna be that whole no fans, and then you still gonna have to take the precautions. Right before the game, you need players to get tested. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a contact
if that's
game.
the case now, then they need to start testing. Towards the closer towards the season, I feel like training camp kind of pre-hands before training camp, they need to start testing the players.
Yeah, that's a contact sport, and that's in grass and dirt and everything. I definitely agree with you. Yeah, if they start to go to workouts and training, spring training camp and everything. Hell yeah, they definitely need to test everybody. And then it's a contact sport, so they definitely people bodies got to get warmed up to what you don't want nobody to be rushed out there to go out there and get no injuries and everything. So I'm really I'm really intrigued to see how the NFL gonna play this. I can't wait for baseball.
I was about to say, now, what's your opinion about baseball? Like your outlook on the baseball thing, how they're for the handle it? Because that's not really much of a contact sport for real, for real.
It's not a contact sport. I feel as though, but the thing is, yeah, it's not a contact sport, but the fans, that's the contact right there. So it's hard because I love to go to baseball games. I can't help it. I love baseball, so I definitely take that time out to go to a baseball game. It's the nostalgic of it. I don't know,
I don't
but
understand it, but okay. And I worked at the
I
stadium.
know,
Like
I
I
know,
sat there and was like, I don't understand how y'all hype about this, and
man,
I ain't really see that many black peoples in there. So I'm just like, this ain't a sports for us, for real,
man.
for real.
Take me out to the bar game.
Man, shut up, cause y'all don't even be eating peanuts in that bitch for real. For real. Y'all really do. A lot of people.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Crazy thing about it, if
We go
working
there to
at
get
a
drunk.
stadium for real, y'all
We
really
go
do
there
for
to
real.
get drunk.
Y'all don't that whole stereotype about the peanuts thing. Y'all don't really even get peanuts on like that.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Y'all don't. And then
mm-mm.
when y'all do, y'all literally it be half of the bag. Like the bag's still full. Y'all throw that shit out.
Mm-hmm,
Like I'll be
mm-hmm.
watching and looking. I'm just like, oh, y'all only care about these beers for real.
Listen.
Then go out, get food at the other restaurant, and get more beer.
Yep, yep, yep. That's baseball for you. That's baseball for you.
But imagine them games, empty stadiums on TV. My thing is, they gotta change the camera game up for real.
Yeah, they're gonna have to change the camera game up. They got to. They're gonna have to have
Cause I,
multiple cameras like throughout the whole field.
Because not nobody want to see the football, especially football. Not
Maybe.
nobody want to see half of one side of empty ass bleachers.
But
Like no,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's the energy thing. I don't know. I'm a
for
fan.
I could tell from someone who worked at both stadiums, from baseball to for football,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all know anybody who's listening on us like that, y'all know the Cleveland Browns has really been the most dookiest teams ever
Man,
in NFL history. But being in that energy, that crowd, I promise
leave it
you,
alone.
I
Leave them alone.
look. No, them Browns fans go hard. No matter win or lose, they don't care what the record is. They still come out and they show out. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my God,
Mm-hmm.
man,
Die
I
hard
can't
Browns fans
cap.
can't help it.
When I said I was not going back when we got Odell. I can't because I didn't have some experiences with some of the fans. Like the amount of energy, I already knew it was going to be more 10 times with our experience getting Odell because Odell was like one of the top wide receivers.
Yeah,
So I already knew off rip. I'm not because I might fuck around punching fan that time that season.
Brown fans
No,
is definitely over the top. I mean, I'm a Browns fan too. I'm a Browns fan, but I'm not a die-hard Browns fan.
that's what I'm saying. The diehard Browns fans are the ones that keep the team alive, like for real. Like they don't care. Like forget the players and the trash coaching, all like that. But that home advantages though, like if you ever go to a game, I promise you, like it be lit. It's lit as fuck at the Browns game. But like I said, them niggas be lit.
I mean, they do. They really do be lit. Browns fans, die-hard Browns fans is crazy. They get up right at the crack of dawn to go to them tailgates. Have you ever went to a tailgate? I heard
Hell
about
no, no. I be walking to work. I be there. I gotta be there. I like when you work directly with the teams, you gotta be there like an hour before the gates. I'm there. Like I'm pretty sure I was on the survey team. So these niggas be out here talking about I was here at 6 a.m. I'm like what? In my head I'm like what? But like I'm just doing my job. I can't really say shit. But bro, they be out there, dude.
they're crazy, but they live and breathe Browns, and I can't understand, especially the older fans, because the older fans then live through the glory. Browns was one of the first teams to win the Super Bowl, so and we had, of course, the one of the best running backs in the game.
I never knew that. I never knew the Browns won the first Super Bowl. I never knew that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's news to me.
yeah.
I ain't gonna
I think
cap. Being from Youngstown, like our team is really the Steelers, but obviously
what?
because for the like PA is like really right next door to us for real, and it's really I'm growing up for real. It's been a lot of black and yellow in Youngstown compared to brown.
I
But the
mean,
Steelers was good
whatever.
though at one point. And for real, for the
Yeah, they
Steelers
was
was like
alright. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You don't get out to with me, bitch. I'm just saying, like from where I'm from, that's
Listen,
their fans. Look, I was asleep during the majority of the football games in my house. When the boys turned that football game on, my dad
listen,
and the boys watching it, I was slumped.
listen
Turn
to me.
basketball on. I'm in there.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna drop the mic and then pick it back up. I will never like that team for harboring a fugitive of a quarterback, Ben Rapisberger. Okay, I don't know if you ever heard
I don't
of.
know nothing about that,
Yeah, I
so
know, I know,
I
I
won't
know.
speak on it.
So Google found out these cases. All right, I'm
I
just
don't care about football. You know this. I'm not about to do that. But if some shit popped off on that, then shit popped off. I mean, for real, if you want to get it popping and talk about teams stuff like that, can we talk about what the 2008 Florida Gators? How them niggas with
yeah.
Hernandez
They was harboring Hernandez and the other boy.
and how Cam was on that team and old Holy Spirit little
Mhm,
boy. I want to know.
mhm.
I want to see that movie. Make a movie about that. I want to get the
They,
documentary going.
I heard they had something going on. They should. You're not the first person. You're not the first person that said that to me about the whole 2008 Florida Gator team because they need a document in themselves because Aaron Hernandez is not the only one that was on some trash on that team. And then you got the head quarterback, a Christian, So
When someone broke that shit down, I think it was in the TikTok video. I was like, bro, I want to see this. I ain't gonna cap. After I watched the Aaron Hernandez thing on Netflix, I think I got CTE. I ain't gonna cap because I took a major hit to the head one time. I was in high school doing rugby, and my glasses flew. Like my brain felt like it got shifted. So
you said your glasses flew off and your brain felt like it got shifted.
that's how
Ouch.
hard I hit. Well, the thing about it is, when you play rugby, when you tackle somebody, you gotta pretty much get them waist down. So you're like your head is at the waist, and you gotta grab them and take them down.
Hey.
Look. The thing we was good. It started at my high school, so a lot of the person that was supposed to play offense in my position, mind you, I was literally playing every position. I was tossing the bitches up in the air. I would have to get in a huddle circle. I was pretty much doing everything because the bitches was not showing up.
Obviously.
I had the coach. The coach had to teach. It had to be offense or whatever, so I could do the defensive play. Man, I thought I had a concussion. I'm not gonna cap. The
They
wind got
tagged your ass.
no. It was more how she came into me because I did it right. She told me my tackle was fine, but man, I was winded. I am not gonna cap. My brain. I
Man.
really feel like my brain shifted a little. Like that bitch said jiggle jiggle. I'm like, huh?
Mm. You felt that shit in your ears.
Man, I was looking there. I was sitting on that ground for a minute. Like, did anybody see that? Like, I was like, I was shook, dude. So, top five. I want your top five in basketball, and who you would take off the bench for your team as well.
Basketball right now or just basketball in general? Because it's a difference.
Overall basketball.
Okay. Even though I don't like Michael Jordan as a person,
Oh,
my,
fuck that nigga.
Michael Jordan is definitely because his overall dominance, his will to win, and how he worked so hard to develop his game because Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan.
Okay, hold on. Let me write
And
this down because I'm about to go against you. So you going Jordan? I'm going Kobe. So who you?
you picking Kobe,
Mm-hmm.
and Kobe literally is a mirror image of
Yep.
Michael Jordan.
Yep. I said it. Mm-hmm. Come up with it. Who too?
Oh my God. You playing. All right, so I see what I gotta do with your ass. All right,
No,
so I
no,
got
no, no, no. Still go with your team because either
I'ma
way it
still
goes.
go with my team. I'ma still go with my team, either regardless. I just gotta make sure I pick niggas before your ass.
Duh.
Okay, that's a shooting guard. My shooting guard is Mike. Of course, my small forward gonna hold it down as the wonderful LBJ.
Damn. So
Um,
we on the same plane.
point guard wise,
I think the
man,
player I'm gonna pull out of my pocket, you're gonna be like, what?
that can be considered like a person in a person top five.
You know who I'm going for?
Who you going?
Rookie season OG D Rose. Pre knee problem D Rose.
Pre-knee problem, D Rose definitely was a problem. I respect that. I respect that because I'm definitely a Derrick Rose fan. I
Because I
respect
got
that
so
pick.
in tune to basketball at the time where he got drafted. And when
I
I seen
respect
him
that.
play, I was like, oh my God.
I remember watching him play for Memphis. I remember watching him play for Memphis when they went to the Final Four. Derrick Rose was what it was and possibly is when he get his good spurts a beast. Like even when the Cavs had him, I was amped. We had a solid team that year that we had Dwayne, Derrick Rose, LeBron, because Kyrie wasn't on the team.
I don't know
Who else?
how we fucked that up.
I don't. I mean, you gotta take. First of all, LeBron James and Derrick Rose are slashers, as well as Dwayne Wade. All three of them, the first thing they do, or is that well, LeBron is past first slasher, but he's more content in going into the hole first. And then D Rose is a straight slasher and a mid range genius, and then the Wade is mid range and slasher. So they was all in the paint. They was in each other area. I can see when that's not gonna work and how you had egos and the minutes and stuff like that. Like you got to take Derrick Rose used to lead a team. The Wade used to lead a team. They came on this team with LeBron, with Kevin Love, with his hit and miss 3 points. He
Mm.
need to get that 3 point stuff down pat. Shit. And then we got TT, who is definitely smaller than what the position that he played, but he's a beast in the position that he played. Because TT is maybe an inch or two taller than LeBron. That's it.
I don't care. When I seen him actually play, despite a lot of the fans calling him Tristan Kardashian, though, that he a dog for real. He an underdog.
He is an underdog. TT is an underdog. I ain't taking his gameplay away. He can definitely play. He definitely play.
All right, man. Your point guard, sorry, man.
My point guard. Cause I got Michael, Brian, point guard. I don't know why. I'm just feeling a Kyrie-ish. I want to go old school, but Kyrie
Kyrie.
game and how I know he like with LeBron, he reached like a level where I mean he's gonna definitely reach new levels. Now I don't know, how he's training or anything, but Kyrie with a good player like LeBron, like when he left, that was devastating because we could have won against the Warriors, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But I'm gonna go with Kyrie. I got Kyrie passing it to Mike not passing it to LeBron, but LeBron getting the rebound and dunking for right now. So them is my three for right now. Now I gotta pick a power forward and a center. I wanna say I'm gonna pick my center first.
I know who I'm gonna put power for now. I had to think about it for a second. I was thinking about it the longest. I don't cap. Wait, let me see first. Hold on, let me see first real quick if he even is a power forward because it's his length. I feel like with his length, he can really play power forward or center. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Giannis.
Yes.
Giannis is a power forward.
Okay. But that nigga, I seen a picture with him. That's length, baby.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah, he got
Lanky.
left. He got left, and he's a beast. He's definitely a beast. He didn't definitely skilled his height and length into dominance, and they're putting more meat and protein in his diet and stuff like that. So yeah, he's definitely a beast. But
And then
cause
I'm going with OG Shaq for my center.
oh no, I was gonna pick Shaq from Orlando. That's fine. I pick Kareem.
Mm,
Yeah, I
mm.
pick I pick Kareem, and my power forward will have to be could go with the white guy, but nah, I'm gonna take my Boston. I ain't even a Boston fan, but when he was on Boston, Mr. KG himself, so I'm gonna
I,
take them. And now we talking about Kareem in his prime. We talking about KG in his prime. Of course, I'm talking about LeBron during the Miami days. That was something different. And then we got Jordan on his crazy tip. And then we got Kyrie. I got Kyrie, Mr. 57 on the Spurs, Kyrie. And that's it. That's all.
nah,
I,
we ain't done yet. We got to off the bench. And I'm going to tell you right now.
I know, I know, I know. I remember. I was just saying that's it. That's all as far as the top five. Off the bench, I got to. He always been my sixth man whenever like I was to play something. I was always playing with that team because of him.
I'm about to make you real salty about my off the bench. I feel like the one person you're going to get salty about is my center. I'm going to hit you real quick. For
Mello.
real, for real. Oh nah, Melo. He's more of like Melo used to be one of my literally used to be my top five, but he's not a team player like for real. For real. I think that's why we got him. That gets him fucked up in the league. Is like you're not a team. He's not a team player for real.
Man,
But
he. He ain't, but he can. He can ball.
But he can definitely can. But we doing AI, Bill, Rudy, Paul Gasol, y'all me.
Oh, you got top five coming off the bench?
Yes.
Oh shit! All right, so I got Melo. I gotta put Jr. in that bitch. Gotta put Jr. in that bitch.
Nah, JR really is a dog with
No,
his
no,
drunk
no.
ass.
No, fuck that. Scratch that shit. I ain't putting JR. I got Melo. I got Wade. I got Kid as my point guard.
Kid used to be a dog.
So Kid, point guard, Wade, shooting guard, Melo is small forward. Yeah. I got freaking Dirk as my power forward, and then my center gonna go to. I have to go old school on your ass.
My shit old school too.
I mean, yeah.
Y'all, that's
Yeah,
that's a
yeah, y'all,
new. It's not kind of new school, but like old school at the same
yeah,
time.
y'all is yeah. I got you. And I'm gonna take Bill Demar from Detroit Pistons.
Oh wow.
Got to.
Okay,
And we're gonna leave it as that.
I'm leaving that as that.
Top five, and then we got the second top five.
What
Yeah.
man? We gonna say that for another episode. But thank you, sis, for coming in, joining in, talking about little sports. You know, letting niggas know that black females got a little knowledge in this sports world.
We have opinions about sports. Some females do watch it, tune into it, breathe it. You know what I'm saying? We here.
I am Alicia, and that's real talk.